With a yo-ho-ho, it's TaleOfTheToaster, and welcome to the Inazuma 11 Victory Road Hunger Games. If you've been following my channel over the past year, you may know that I already did an Inazuma 11 Hunger Games a couple of months ago. It's one of my favourite videos that I've ever worked on. It was really fun to react blindly to, and my lovely friend Weirdo Maxim did all the editing for it, and he's back for this one as well, so let's have a fun ride with it. In that previous Hunger Games, 32 teams stepped into the forest to see if they could survive. That is their only goal. They may need to commit a few cheeky murders along the way to achieve that goal, but that's how the Hunger Games play out. So for this one, we've got 32 brand new characters competing, or at least almost. If you haven't watched my original Hunger Games video, I will be spoiling it for you because, let's just say, the reigning champion from the previous one may or may not be back for a second crack at the title. However, there is a greater goal here because Inazuma 11 is getting a new video game, and we've seen all kinds of new characters that we know almost nothing about other than their element and their name. So I think that the Hunger Games will be a perfect way to learn about their true canon personalities. Starting with District 1, which has Sasanami Unmei, our new main character, along with the angry-looking Sakurazaki Jouji and the composed Shisendou Garyuu. Can you tell I've never said these names before? Also on the Victory Road train we have District 2 with Shinohara Raika, Kisoji Heita and Yagyuu Suruga. Before I was making this video I didn't actually realise that Sakurazaki and Yagyuu were different characters, but well, I do now. But we don't have enough Victory Road characters for the entire video, so let's tap into Ares and Orion. Sonny Wright could avoid the game no longer. We needed another protagonist, and he's here with Basile Hardy and Acker Reese. We've also got the OG Defender trio with Nathan Swift, Hurley Kane and Archer Hawkins. Percival Travis has been given the most difficult assignment of his teaching career. Can you carry Todd Ironside and Steve Grimm through a Hunger Games without dying? We will find out. Also looking to avenge the deaths of the previous game's runner-up, Dave Quagmire, Bellatrix and Torch will carry the alias Flame for this edition. Inazuma's golden boy Sean Frost could avoid the game no longer. We'll see which of his personalities he taps into, but one of those is physically here as well. He's got Aiden Frost with him and the future prodigy Njord Snur. Jean-Pierre Lepan has also thrown his hat into the ring. He's here with the imposter from Inazuma 11 Go Galaxy. Oh wait, that's the real Victor Blade this time. And Jade Green's in support. Two of those were on the Earth 11, but the real Earth 11 team is going to be Buddy Fury, Charisse Blossom and Frank Foreman. District 10 you wouldn't want to cross in a dark alleyway. We've got Zulan Rice, we've got Destra and we've got Astro Black. Now if you're thinking to yourself, didn't Ray Dark die in the previous Hunger Games? And if that's what you were thinking, you were right. But don't worry, because they found some experimental life-saving treatment. He was dead for a few minutes, but then they brought him back and he's changed his identity to Astro Black, etc, etc. This is the same excuse that the actual Inazuma 11 series used, so I'm taking it too. But Ray Dark is not our only returning participant today, because we have the reigning champion from the previous Hunger Games. Simeon Ape is once again here to test his 1 in 32 chances of survival. But to do that, he's brought some of his friends from the future to help out. Zanuck Avalonic should cause some chaos. Goldie Lemon probably won't, but you never know. And finally, we need someone else to keep tabs on Astro Black, so Paolo Bianchi has brought us Team Italy with Hidetoshi Nakata and Orion's Petronio Patti.
Oh boy, with my amazing football skill and my amazing voice acting, as you can tell, I'll definitely win the Hunger Games. Wait, is that
Let the mutilating begin. Or, you know, whatever they get up to in that forest.
It's the first
Turn! And Bellatrix has thrown a knife into Sakurazaki's head! You're not meant to kill off the Victory Road characters, that's the whole justification for the video. He actually looked like he'd get fuming and kill someone, but I guess he's gone. Travis is coming to terms with the reality of his situation. He knows he's got the weakest squad available. He's just off on the booze. This is mostly just characters running away from the cornucopia, Astro Black included. Only Sean Frost thinks to grab a sword. Oh, you know what? Maybe Steve isn't dead weight. He's ripped the mace out of Shisendou's hand. Are we going to get the 0-6 on the Victory Road characters? Are they going to be useless? Well, not as useless as Nathan! I thought he was gonna win! Nathan was my dark horse for the whole thing, and Destra has one hit killed him. Right, well, don't mess with the devils. Everyone else runs away. Zanok's got some alcohol as well. Is he old enough to drink? Maybe. No one knows how old Zanok is. What the? You know what? The last Hunger Games had characters follow their true selves quite well. This one's had Sean challenge his brother Aiden to a knife fight and push him off a cliff. I guess this is the OG Sean then, making sure that the timeline stays intact. He might have an alter ego throughout the course of this game. Paolo receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Is this an anti-Ray Dark sponsor, perchance? Nakata falls into a pit and dies! Every single death so far, apart from Aiden's, has been utterly hopeless and entirely their own fault. And it's all like the competent, good characters who've gone by the wayside here. Jade questions her sanity. Me too, honestly. Astro Black has not done anything bad yet. He's just thinking about home, but where is home for you? Are we finally going to answer the question of that mysterious ship that you fly away in at the end of Galaxy? Hurley sprains his ankle running away from Zanok. I would too. If I see this guy in the Hunger Games, I am going nowhere near him. Goldie's just trying to get this over and done with. She's got no ill intentions whatsoever. Faerun's already a goner. Bellatrix begs for Torch to kill her. Bellatrix, it's fine. You'll be okay. Anyway, teammates don't turn on each other in this instance. Not like Sean and Aiden. Sonny injures himself. Yeah, he's been the most accurate character so far. And so we must remember the fallen soldiers, new character Sakurazaki, the underdog Nathan Swift, he was never here in the first place, Aiden Frost, and won't be in Victory Road, Hidetoshi Nakata. Day 2 sees Acker Reese communicating with Zulin. I realise that the two of you haven't been in the same universe at any given time, but I wouldn't think you'd trust that guy, Acker. Oh no! Sasanami's a baddie and so is Shisendou. They've drowned Buddy Fury. He never even got furious. He was just looking out for Trina and the saviour of the earth. But they have buried him away. You know, one of these is not like the other. Sonny and Goldie, you could talk amongst yourself. Destra, if he walks in on your conversation, just maybe go somewhere else. Frank is not coping with the loss of Buddy. He is not okay. Meanwhile, Steve, JP and Todd cheerfully sing songs together. Yep. This is what Percival Travis has got to deal with while he's sleeping in shift with Charisse and Nord. Oh, alright, yep. Ray Dark held back for a little while, just a smidge, and then he's killed Torch and Petronio at the same time. You put Ray Dark in a Hunger Games, he will get kills, it's guaranteed. Hurley and Bellatrix are getting on apparently, maybe after Bellatrix tried to get someone to remove her from this game, Hurley can comfort her and reassure her. Unlike Kisoji, he wants nothing to do with this. You asked the right person in Jade, but apparently not. She wants to keep you in. You know what, if Simeon offers to discuss the games with me, Keep me in. This guy knows the strat. He knows how to win. I'll just... keep your enemies close and your friends further away. I did that wrong. Nighttime falls. Yagyuu is hiding. Goldie searches for water. Bellatrix is just focused on herself. And Dave Quagmire is unable to convince JP to not kill him! JP! You were the one singing happy songs! He's off, Dave Quagmire!
You will never be a better goalkeeper than me! I will eliminate you by my own hands!
What the? Travis had one job to carry Steve and Todd through the game, and Steve's killed them both! Where is Steve? Winning! That's where he is! Hurley fishes. Yeah, you've got the wave in the background. Astro Black's carrying on. You know, Zanuck, I really had higher expectations than that. The nameless nobody from nowhere does not need to drink. A little bit more predictably, Zulan Rice sets off an explosive, killing Paolo and Frank. So that is Paolo off the playing field. Inazuma 3 heroes could not win today. Raydark and Zulan can roam free. Frank can roam free to the afterlife. Simeon's travelling to higher ground. He's still meant to be the #1 seed, the biggest threat, but Jade's going with him. Kisoji tries to spear fish with a trident. Note the tries. When I get to use this guy in Victory Road, I guess he's not going to be that good, huh? It was a brutal night. Buddy, Torch, Petronio, Dave, Todd, Travis, Zanuck, Paolo, and Frank. How many do we even have left? The answer is 23 as we go into night 2 to probably lose a few more. Zulan's just picking on Goldie. I'm not sure she's really the threat here. Shisendou starts a fire. Kisoji's just chatting away. Nord's been doing nothing but that the entire game. Sonny thinks about winning, but what it doesn't clarify is that he's thinking about winning football. He's not bothered about the Hunger Games, he's just waiting to get out of here so he can play some more ball. Mass murderer Steve Grimm is tending to the wounds of Yagyuu. Well, Destra convinces Jade to snuggle with him. You flirt with the devil flirts with you. Sean's just kind of going through all of his usual trauma about losing his entire family, forgetting that it was his own fault. Simeon has acted. He's made himself known. He forces the new goalkeeper Shisendou to kill Jade or Steve. And his option was Steve, and quite rightfully so. He was a menace. He had a bomb, and he wasn't afraid to use it. Oh, Raydark. He's unknowingly eaten some toxic berries. That probably kills him, doesn't it? I think that's how Caleb got offed in the last game. Well, he was being murderous, he was being a key player, and then he just ate some berries and copped it. Goldie continued to doing absolutely nothing. Simeon picked the right person to bring as a teammate. Kisoji's got a bomb. Was it from the ghost of Steve, perchance? Shinohara stealing from Sean. She's getting involved. Oh, let's break this down. Zulan and Sonny fight Reese and Hurley. But Zulan and Sonny survive. What I take this to mean is that Zulan fought Reese and Hurley and Sonny happened to be nearby and just didn't want to get involved. But that is it for Reese and Hurley. They have been offed by the true villain #1 in Raydark's absence. JP and Sasanami are having a chat. Would you like to join my football team? Not knowing that JP has 2 numbers to his name. Njord has done diddly squat in this game and he wants out. He's seen Sean's true colours and he can't cope with being even associated Archer Hawkins doesn't want to do the dishonourable thing, keeps him around, but he'll keep asking. Yes, our victims today, Steve, Reese, Hurley, and Astro Black. Will he come back from the dead again? Who knows? Goldie is just on her own the whole time. Can't even start a fire. Try the Do-Re-Mi or a fire tornado triple crusher. Bellatrix is also, you know, this is clearly like Isabel Trick from Ares. She's just participating and that is the most you can say about it. Acker, no! He accidentally detonates a landmine while trying to arm it. If that was going to happen to anyone, it had to be an Orion character. Caleb Stonewall probably the most accurate, but he took on Navy invaders, he tried to emulate their special tactic, and he blew himself off. We have a new champion, ladies and gentlemen. Simeon's gone at the hands of Unmei Sasanami himself. He says, I don't want the hyper-evolved children in the new game. Chronostones is getting cold. The villains are on their way out here. We've only got 2 true villains left. So Jade might have to be one with this explosive. Or maybe it'll be Shinohara! JP's gone! Don't forget about his villainy tirade. She's done him in the most brutal fashion, making absolute sure JP will claim no more lives today. Sean's had another knife fight! And he's done in! Zulan Rice! If only he didn't get injured in the early plot of Inazuma 3, he could have been the saviour. Or maybe this is Orion Sean, where he's hacked into the database, he's found Zulan's location, and he's brought the knife back out and gone away with him. Nod! The plot twist of all plot twists! He was going down the pacifist route. He'd done nothing. But now that all of the villains are falling by the wayside, he picks the easiest victim to learn how to kill. He's gonna face off with Sean Frost in the finale at this rate. Bellatrix, meanwhile, truly didn't get to do anything. Shisendou has decided to take her away. Inazuma 2 versus Inazuma 11, 9. It's number 9 that wins. Yagyuu and Archer are the kind of the iconic pair of looking extremely threatening, but not being threatening in any way, and they just work together. Oh, Sasanami, it's over. Sean Frost is the single biggest killer in this entire game. He's got 3 names, and they were all individual actions. Wasn't even like one bomb that took out 2. Sean Frost is in full Aiden mode, and he wants to win. But so does Kisoji! The villains are out! Every single one is gone! As I move to the F screen. Oh, that's not the F screen. Bruh. Shinohara is brutally attacked by a scurry of carnivorous squirrels. Sometimes you can't see it coming. Yagyuu, right, it is his time. He is the true enemy of Victory Road, not Haruendo, not Shisendou. Yagyuu has used the mighty squirrels to do away with Archer Hawkins. And Basile, in agony, kills Njord so he does not have to be attacked by the squirrels. That's the first thing Basil Hardy's done in the whole game. Njord, he'd finally snapped. He got his first kill and then immediately dipped back out. The last victim of the squirrel attack, I'm afraid, is the real Victor Blade. He simply ambled about, he wasn't impostery enough, and that is it for him. So this is a true assembly of bad people. Acker Reese, he got 1, JP, he got 2 kills, but we've got actual villains in Simeon Ape, Zulan Rice, Destra, all gone alongside Victor, Njord, Archer, Shinohara, Sasanami, who was truly strategic, Bellatrix, and Goldie. Only 7 characters remain. 3 of Victory Road's new protagonists will be carrying on against 4 of the classic characters. Sonny Wright is still in this. Ignore that, he doesn't have 2 kills. It was only Zulin Rice's doing.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, go!
It's time for the feast. Supplies and weapons have been supplied at the cornucopia. Who will come to collect? Kisoji doesn't go. Yagyuu doesn't go. Basile destroys Shisendou's memoirs. That's just an object, it's not a murder. Sonny! He was just trying to do the special tactic from the Navy invaders. Mizukamiya tried to set it up, he couldn't finish it. Sonny's like, alright, I'll finish the job. Here comes Landmine, or whatever it's called. But he's off Sean, the true villain of the proceedings. And Jade doesn't go to the feast. Sean, you fought valiantly. And by valiantly, I mean very murderously. 6 remain. Shisendou has medical supplies. Yagyuu cannot start a fire. Jade was infected at some point. And Kisoji cries himself to sleep. You come to reality of what you've done by any chance. But now he just works with his friend Shisendou. We are going for a Victory Road sweep. We're learning so much about this goalkeeper-defender duo. Jade, having been the only character left with no kills to her name, eats toxic berries and died. I thought she was going to be a key player, to be honest. She just kind of was the Jack Wall side of this run. How does Sonny scare Basile off? Do you show some more explosives?
We're here today for the morning of Jade Green. She walked into a forest, saw many crimes committed, and then eventually had some berries and clocked it.
5 characters remain. 3 from Victory Road, 2 from the Orion district. They're all discussing what might happen, but what will in fact happen is Shisendou falling to his death while trying to climb a tree. If I asked any of these 5 characters to climb a tree, I would have thought he was the most capable. I guess Basile's one with the nature, with over Cyclone and such, but that leaves us with 4. It's Orion versus Victory Road for the final showdown. We don't have time for this anymore. Kisoji slices Basile with a sword! Underneath the hoodie, he was concealing the blade. Yagyuu has actually been like the nicest guy up to this point. Sonny thinks about home. Are you thinking about your mum and your dad? Maybe you should have thought about them before you killed people. Maybe he should just kill more! He stabs Kisoji in the back with a trident, and the big bully of Victory Road can't handle it and kills himself. The winner of the Inazuma 11 Victory Road Hunger Games is Sonny Wright! It's Sonny! I excluded him from the last Hunger Games because I thought he wouldn't do anything. He was the one protag that I didn't involve, and instead he has swept the Hunger Games and cleared the board with 4 kills, including the Zulin Rice associated ones. Our biggest pacifists of the game were Jade Green and Victor Blade. Archer Hawkins was a nice guy. Goldie was pure and innocent, but most of these guys snapped real fast. We had 3 kills from Shisendou and Sean Frost. Simian Ape didn't get any, according to this. I could have sworn he was in a fight where, he convinced Shisendou to get the kill, that was it. Steve Grimm and Ray Dark were equally dangerous on this occasion. And Hayden Frost returned to the true canon status. Well, that was all. Hope you enjoyed another occasion of Inazuma 11 Hunger Games. Is this something we want more of? Who knows, but the Victory Road characters, unfortunately, are all dead now. So, there's no one left to use. This has been Tale of the Toaster, and thank you for watching.